Hi, and welcome into your love reading for the week ahead. I have already meditated on your cards and I spread them out and intuitively feel and then draw the cards. So we are doing a Celtic Cross. We have 10 cards. I actually have 2 for the outcome and then I have 5 on the bottom of the deck. I usually only do 4, but 5 were calling to me. So we get started. Celtic Cross. The first card this is the heart of your matter, the core state of the relationship right now, or your current romantic search if you are searching. We get the 9 of Swords. You have a lot of fear and anxiety going on in your head about this relationship right now. It feels new, it could be new, and you are worried about a lot of things, a lot of things right now. You are thinking about putting yourself back out there, like this is normal, but this is kind of like all in your head fear. The swords are hovering over her mind, which means like maybe you have a lot of self-depreciating thoughts right now. Maybe you've been really hurt in the past and are afraid of starting something new because you don't want the same thing to happen all over again. There's an owl here, which shows that you have a lot of wisdom from past mistakes and you are afraid of maybe carrying those mistakes into a new relationship, which is completely understandable. Seems like you are maybe stuck in a loop though, and hopefully we can find out in the rest of the reading what is causing you so much fear and anxiety based around love and relationships right now. So the second card is your challenge position. What is actively testing the connection, and it could be a number of things. So we get the Ace of Cups. So usually in a love reading, it's something to be celebrated. It's new love coming in. Like I said, I felt like it's something new coming in, and you usually, like I said, this is usually celebrated, but in the challenge position, this is learning how to receive it through all of these anxieties in your head. When you're stuck in this, why did I put it down? When you're stuck in this 9 of Swords, overthinking position, cycle, like all of this, like brand new energy can feel very terrifying. Your mind is probably on high alert right now, maybe waiting for the other shoe to drop, thinking this is too good to be true. It's all like very new in the beginning stages, so all of this is completely normal. Because this could be like your heart could be having this like overflowing feeling of like newness and excitement. You're just worried to death about all sorts of things, but I feel like the universe is handing you like a cup of like healing. There are moon phases in there, and like the eye, I feel like you're being handed like a cup of newness. Maybe your heart is overflowing with all these new feelings and you're scared and you don't know what to do with them, which is understandable. I really feel like you've been through a lot of past hurt. So we're going to find out the past issues. This is the subconscious root, unseen emotional drivers, hidden feelings, all of that stuff. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is really great. This is a card of nurturing and feeling of stability and home, and it shows that beneath all of this worry of the 9 of Swords, like what you really want, what we all really want, is a real grounded, secure relationship. You don't want empty words or fleeting passions right now. Like I feel like you're sick of that. Like what you want is a connection that feels like home. You know, like the Queen of Pentacles is the ultimate nurturer herself. She builds a warm, stable sanctuary, and she knows her worth. Maybe you have done that. Maybe, like I have, I'm from my standpoint, I just got out of a 5-year relationship, and I've built this like beautiful sanctuary. So if like anything were to come at me now, right now, like love wise, I would be like a hell no. But I feel like you're wanting a new relationship. So, and you've built this strong like sanctuary, and you don't want something that's not going to last to interrupt your peace of mind. And that's what you're worrying about right now. You know, your subconscious is trying to anchor you, reminding you that you do deserve love. You deserve a love that feels safe and nurturing and stable and secure. And this shows that you want to protect your peace and your energy, that you've been working hard on your own stability and your self-worth, and subconsciously you're refusing to settle for anything that disrupts the grounded foundation that you've built. You might be afraid of repeating past mistakes. I think we all are. So hopefully that you're taking those past mistakes and you're learning from them, and all of like the past hurt and stuff, like we all learn lessons from that. You know, that person maybe you felt like you were going to spend your lifetime with, maybe have betrayed you in some way, and that really like has caused a lot of heartbreak, and like that stable, like secure feeling that you have with this person, like they betrayed it, and now you're like, fuck, is this always going to continue? Are all people like that? Like, I don't feel like all people are like that, and I feel like it's going to take a special person for you to open up your heart again and to enter into your peace and your stable in home, you know. Like I said, learning from the mistakes. So like I have ignored so many red flags. So hopefully like if you see the red flags now, you can identify them and stop ignoring them. You know, stop putting them to the side. Oh, maybe all of that. Like I did all of that. And let me tell you, you need to trust your gut instinct. If your gut instinct is telling you to fucking run the other way, run the other way. Like trust your intuition. Like our intuitions are so spot on all the time as like women. I know some men might be watching this, but they're always spot on, and we just need to learn to listen to our intuition and learn from our past mistakes and not carry that forward. All right, the 4, the immediate past. What is behind you, your past foundation, and all your recent romantic history? So you've got the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is crazy in the past position because this is all about like nostalgia and past feelings. So this is kind of like a breath of fresh air. This person might be coming back from your past. Maybe you knew this person for a long time, you guys parted ways, and now you're like reconnecting years later or something. Maybe you were friends for a long time and it might be turning into love. Maybe you're afraid of ruining the friendship if it does turn into something romantic. Maybe that's like what you're afraid of. Are you afraid? Okay, so like maybe you are trying to heal from a past hurt. Maybe you're stuck there and afraid of moving on too fast. Maybe, yeah, you're just afraid of like starting something new because you don't want to be hurt again. This could be, yeah, like I said, like somebody entering from a long absence. Maybe you instantly felt like this soul connection feeling with them. Like maybe they felt like home immediately, like they felt familiar for some reason, and that scares you to death. Like you're like, oh my gosh, like this person feels so familiar, but you're afraid of like jumping head on, like head first into it, like you've always done, because you're afraid of getting what you've always got. So like that's maybe what you're afraid of. Like this person feels so familiar, or maybe it is a person from the past. That's why they're feeling familiar, but they are kind of like a different person because so many years have passed, and you have to get to know this person. Like, are they the same person that they were before? Like, can I trust this person? Like this, that. Like you're just like stuck in this like mental loops of like what ifs and all of that stuff, which is understandable, like I said, but we're gonna have to move past that if you ever want to find love again, or if you're going to try to get into this relationship with this new person. Like we have to get out of that mental loop, or like you were just going to ruin the relationship from the beginning. So we are now moving to the position 5. This is your crowning thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation, your conscious intentions, goals, and desires. 5 of Wands. Mental conflict. Again, this does not surprise me. Mental conflict. This is all about mental conflict. You're probably second guessing yourself, going back and forth. Like I just said, should you reach out or should you step back? Maybe this person's like pushing a little too hard, and it's my cat. You're maybe like, are you overreacting because this person's moving, like coming in, and am I overreacting? Is this a real connection? Are these red flags, or is this just me pinpointing their flaws because I'm looking for their flaws? And okay, maybe they did something and you're overreacting to it. Maybe you are having like petty arguments. This is a card of like having petty arguments, but I feel like it's too new to be having petty arguments. And maybe you're creating petty arguments because you are pointing out like flaws and this and that, and maybe it's just all in your head. And this is the mental conflict. You're fighting to protect your heart, but this is pushing you to take a risk on love. But you're overanalyzing every detail. But your conscious goal is to resolve this noise, or at least like try to figure out where all of this mental noise and chaotic energy and stuff is coming from. Like you are willing to try to sit down and figure out like why you have so much mental conflict going on. And it's probably because you're still trying to heal a past hurt. And you're just torn in all different kinds of directions. These wands is like all your thoughts fighting one another inside of your head, is what I feel like this card is, because this is pretty much what this is centered around, is you and your self-doubt and all this. So this is your immediate future, what is about to happen, immediate emotional horizon. So you've got the 6 of Pentacles. So this is a breath of fresh air. After all of this mental debate, the 6 of Pentacles is all about fair exchange, reciprocity, and equal give and take. So in the near future, the shift is away from one-sided effort or your mental tug of war to real practical balance. Sorry, I don't know why I'm putting it way down there. Maybe you've been afraid of like voicing these mental anxieties to this new person, but you're finding that the more you are opening up, the more that this person understands, because maybe this person has been through this before. And this is about like give and take, reciprocity. Maybe you have been afraid of like giving your energy to somebody because in the past it hasn't been reciprocated. Like, and you were giving all of your energy and that person wasn't even giving back half of their energy. And maybe this person is. Maybe you're voicing these this anxiety and your mental conflicts and stuff with this person, and they are giving you the energy back, and you're like, whoa, like I'm not used to this. Maybe this is real. Maybe I can have like a solid grounded relationship with this person because they actually get me and they actually understand me. I feel like your energies are kind of like matched in that sense. I feel like in relationships, in connections is where we experience the most growth, right? Like you sit at home and you're in this mental tug of war by yourself. You're not resolving anything because it's just an endless mental loop of your self-depreciating thoughts in your own head. So if you're actually like voicing, you feel comfortable enough to voice this to this other person, then what is it? A fear shared, I don't know, something shared is lessened, is cut in half. So maybe you voicing that this person is like, I understand, like I've been through this before. Like I feel like this is like a person that maybe has been gone for a long time and back, and you're like, oh, like you've been through the same thing too, and like you are connecting on like shared past traumas. Hopefully it's not, there is trauma bonding, but there's a difference like that. It's like two unhealed people bonding over the same trauma, but I feel like you guys are both like on your own healing journeys from past hurts, and you're getting together and you're like, wow, like I've been through this too. I'm working on this too. Like maybe we can work through this together. That would be awesome. So that's a great start in your immediate future of stepping out of this mental anguish, and maybe you can resolve it with this person. That's great. Your fears. Or this is your self-image, how you feel your role is in love, how you view yourself within this connection, fears, boundaries, your sense of personal power. When we get the Page of Cups. This is new energy. This is the Page of Cups is all about new emotions. Maybe you view yourself as like the soft, gentle, deeply sensitive soul. The Six of Cups is delicate energy, and in the fear-focused position, you might be afraid of looking foolish or naive for wearing your heart on your sleeve. Maybe you are still doing this after all of your past hurts and your past struggles. You're still wearing your heart on your sleeve. You are still capable of receiving and giving love. And maybe you're afraid of feeling foolish for doing that again because you did this before and it was trampled all over, like laughed at, maybe like criticized, maybe you're made fun of, this, that, and the other, and you're afraid of looking foolish again, like, which is understandable. You might be afraid to share your true feelings because you think you might be taken for granted or rejected. But I don't feel like with the Six of Cups, I feel like this energy is matched. Your energy is matched. I don't feel like this person is going to reject you or take you for granted or trample all over your heart just because they're an asshole. I don't feel like this person has bad intentions at all. You know, you want to be open and vulnerable, but afraid that's going to get you hurt easily. But I don't feel like, I'm not feeling like this person has any kind of ill intentions or are out to like hurt you or anything like that. I feel like this love, this is another cup, and the pages are new. So I feel like this is new to you, like this feeling of things being reciprocated is very new to you. And like I said, with maybe you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Maybe this feels too good to be true, and you're waiting for this person to grow another head like men do and become a totally different person, like overnight. Be like, who the fuck is this person? To feel like that's what you're waiting for. And I feel like this newness, I don't feel like that's going to happen. We're going to find out. That's my cat's toy. It's a mechanical ball. I might have to pause it and pause the video and pause this stupid ball. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. So moving on to the 8th position. This is external influences in your partner's energy, or this new connection's energy. Third parties, family dynamics, distance, career demands, or partner's actual presence. So let's see. Okay, the Chariot. This is moving fast. I feel like this is fast moving energy, intense and determined. So, oh, excuse me, that was so gross. So this makes sense. Maybe this person's energy is very intense and determined to be with you, maybe. He might be, I'm saying he because I feel like most of my viewers are women if anybody actually even watches this video. It might be intense, and like despite all of your like fears and your mental anguish and anxieties and all that, he is still there and pushing and telling you that he's not going to be like that, but you want to see action. This is about taking action. You don't want to hear words anymore. You don't want to hear broken promises. You want to see the action. So you're like, whoa, I need to take this slow because I don't want to get hurt again. Like, but things are pushing forward rapidly, whether you're ready for them or not, I feel like. And hopefully this reading is going to have an outcome that, like, I can't tell you that everything's going to be okay, but so one of you are taking control. I feel like it's the other person and determined to make things work. It feels like, yeah, like I said, the other person. So you are being forced to set firm boundaries with this person because he is moving too fast. And you're like, whoa, slow down. Hopefully this person is not being too pushy and is going to push you away, because if he is being way too pushy, you need to voice that. You need to set firm boundaries and be like, listen, like you're moving a little too fast. I need to take this slow, and determine whether you want this to go on. So I feel like if they won't slow down, then you need to take a step back, because I don't like that energy. Like if it's moving too fast and this person won't respect your boundaries and slow down, like that, I feel like that's a red flag. So just be very aware of that. If this person is pushy and moving way too fast and demanding time with you or anything like that, I would just be cautious of that. So while you have all this inner turmoil going on, like I said, the outer world is calling for action and direction on your part. So this is, fast moving energy. This could also be maybe one of you travel a lot for work and you guys don't see each other as much as you would like. And maybe this is like you needing to take like action on whether or not you want to put in the time and energy out of your really busy schedule to make time for this person or not. That could be it too. Maybe they travel a lot, maybe you travel a lot, and you're like, I have a full plate, and like, am I willing to put in all of this work to make this relationship work or not? Like, I mean, the distance could be a good thing, because you can see how like the trajectory of this dynamic is going to go. Like, is he willing to wait? Is he willing to slow down and let me try to figure out my schedule and how to fit him in to your life? And if he is going to stick and stay through all of it. Okay. Card number 9, your hopes. Deepest vulnerabilities, secret emotional expectations versus anxieties. This is hope for maybe long-term stability, what you really are wishing for. Temperance, balance. You want balance. You just want a stable, balanced relationship. This is the highest hope for peace, balance, deep emotional healing. You're still healing emotionally. This is the Alchemist card. This is gold, this is silver. She's alchemizing the two to blend together. Two opposites to blend together. After all the mental back and forth energy we've seen, I think that your soul just craves a relationship where things flow naturally. Like I said, with the Chariot, it doesn't have to be this push and pull. When can I see you? You do this and traveling this. Like you just want some like balance that fits into your schedule. Because I feel like your past has been so chaotic, and maybe that was exciting at first, but now you just want some like peace and stability. You want just a calm, patient connection where two people can blend their lives seamlessly without drama and like pressures from the outside world, without extreme highs or lows or forcing resolutions. You just want this to be, and as it should be, just a peaceful, a peaceful companionship. You might be afraid the patience required will drain you before harmony actually arrives. You're afraid that if you don't push forward, that trying to be patient is going to ruin things. I feel like, but I feel like that is what you need. If this is what your soul craves, then this is what your soul needs, and this is what you should actively aim for. And if this person isn't willing to do that and to slow down and be patient, then I don't feel like that this is the right connection, because they should honor your boundaries and honor that you want peace in your life, and that this person should just flow seamlessly into your life. Like, there shouldn't be all this effort. Like, relationships don't have to be that hard. Like, I think we make them harder than what they really are. I don't know. We've got 2 for your outcome. Let's figure out what's going on. Okay, so here is the mental anguish again with the 8 of Swords. If you stay trapped in this mental loop, I feel like overthinking, self-doubt, and fear, you're going to feel stuck and powerless. This blindfold on here and the loose ropes around her wrists are an illusion. The only thing keeping you trapped in fear or old patterns is your own perception. Fear of the unknown preventing you from moving forward. And this mental loop that you're stuck in, it's not going to end well. So this light from these swords is the clarity that you need to break this mental loop. And then we move into the 7 of Wands, which is amazing. This is here to break the cycle. He's defending his position. It's hard about standing your ground, setting firm boundaries, and actively defending your peace. Yes, with the Temperance. This is here to defend your peace. You need to remain calm, have confidence in yourself, and possess the courage to stand up for what you believe in. If this is what you want out of a relationship and you voice it and they honor that, then they're worth sticking around. They are worth the patience to make this thing work. So this final message is a choice. You can either stay bound by mental fears with the 6 of Swords, or step into your power and claim the peace and balanced love that you deserve with the 7 of Wands. Keep defending that peace, baby. Like, that, I just moved out. Like, peace of mind is like the most important thing for me today. Like, I love being alone. Like I said, it's going to take a very special person to break through these walls and get to me and have any kind of like love relationship again. You're being called to fight for your inner peace. Stop taking on all the outside noise and step out of your own way. Like, listening to all this outside stuff is just going to keep you in the what ifs and all this stuff. The path forward requires you to take off these blindfolds. Take the blindfold off. Take the wrist bindings off. Take that blindfold off, and recognize you have the power to protect your heart, and without closing it off. You can protect it without building a fortress around it. You can put up boundaries without closing yourself off completely. So I feel like that's what you need to do. So with the 4, I didn't realize this was going to be so long. So sorry this is such a long reading. So usually I get 4 off the bottom, but I felt like taking 5. I know you can't really see it. I have everything all jumbled up. So that's awesome. We have the Lovers. We have the Lovers, the Tower, the 2 of Cups, which is the love thing, the Wheel of Fortune, you are in control of your own fate, and the Moon, which is still illusionary thoughts and feelings. So with the Lovers and the Tower together is showing us a fundamental shift in how you are approaching relationships, for sure. You're not jumping head first. Like, the outcome of doing that. So you are tearing down old beliefs with this. It's a sudden realization, the Tower is, a sudden breakdown of an old pattern or a dramatic shift in perspective is shaking up this dynamic. That is amazing. Shaking up this dynamic, it's making you choose. Whatever was built on unstable ground, illusion, or old fear is being cleared out and fast. And the Lover's card is about making a choice. You are choosing yourself. You are choosing your peace. All the old ideas and beliefs, hopefully this reading is going to destroy all of that, and you can finally, the fog can lift, and the delusionary thoughts of the moon are going to clear. The fog is going to be clear, because with the Two of Cups, immediately following the Tower this is the ultimate card of a soulful partnership, mutual attraction, and equal heart-to-heart alignment. So with this coming after the Tower, the Tower's not destroying your chance at love. It is knocking down the walls, your defense mechanisms, and the toxic cycles, so you can build a genuine connection with a balance of the Two of Cups. And it can actually take root. I'm getting really excited because I feel like this is going to be great. You just have to follow this and break down your Two of Cups. Break down the old foundation, which I feel like that you are going to be doing, and defend your peace and stand your ground, and you will have deep soulful love. I feel it. I feel like you can do it. This is possible, because with the Moon, this was the 5th card. So while there might still be lingering uncertainty, deep intuitive healing that you need to be doing, of course, you're not going to stop healing yourself and jump into this relationship. You're not going to use this relationship to distract yourself from yourself and from the healing that you need to do anymore. That's what you did before. I don't want to look at me, so I am going to go jump in this relationship that feels, it's my cats. Oh my gosh. That feels amazing, but too good to be true. And I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're not going to be doing that anymore. This is asking you, you're afraid of the unknown. That is the fear. This is fear of the unknown. For sure. You don't know what is going to happen. You don't know if you're going to waste this time. If this is going to be time wasted, you're going to jump into this relationship and everything's going to be screwed up again. So you are asked to trust your gut rather than your anxiety. Like I said earlier, trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Our gut knows best, especially women's intuition. We know if this is good or bad. It's just listening to it this time. Okay? Because then the Wheel of Fortune is anchoring this entire foundation. The ones on the bottom of the deck are the foundation of the reading. So this is anchoring the entire foundation, the entire bottom of the deck, this is destiny in motion. The wheels are turning, and the wheels of fate are turning. They're in motion. I feel like maybe this is a fated thing, somebody coming back from the past. So fated turns are happening behind the scenes. So you don't know until now. I'm telling you, all the wheels of the fate are behind the scenes. What felt like chaos is actually karma clearing out the path for real soul-aligned connection. The universe is orchestrating a massive reset in your love life with the Wheel of Fortune. So I really hope that some of this resonated with you. If it didn't, just leave it, even if you're even here. Not having much luck on YouTube, but I hope that this turned out well, and that you guys can learn something from this. And I hope that you have great love in your life, because we all deserve to be loved and treated like the true queen that we are. So until next time, thank you very much. If you like this video, like it or leave me a comment. Let's build a little connection, a little community I'm trying to build to help other people. So much love to you. Thank you.